Good day, viewers. 10 foods to avoid if you have arthritis. Chronic joint inflammation is a common health problem called arthritis. Depending on the kind, it hurts joints, breaks bones, and damages other bodily components. The most prevalent variety, osteoarthritis, is non-inflammatory and there are more than 100 different varieties. In actuality, 47% of women and 40% of men may receive an osteoarthritis diagnosis at some point in their lives. Rheumatoid arthritis, RA, and psoriatic arthritis are autoimmune disorders that are both inflammatory ailments. Another typical kind of inflammatory arthritis is gout. According to research, dietary changes including giving up particular foods and drinks may lessen the intensity of a person's symptoms of inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis while also enhancing their general quality of life. Here are 10 foods to stay away from if you have arthritis. 1. Sugar. Molecules in the body can be stimulated by substances like fructose, glucose, and sucrose, which will subsequently induce inflammation. Additionally, you ought to refrain from consuming carbonated beverages because they are really calorie and sugar dense. Inflammation and weight gain may result from this. You can choose sugar-free substitutes, increase your intake of fruits and vegetables, and limit your intake of sweets if you're attempting to cut back on sugar. After consuming sugary meals and beverages, a person's blood sugar levels may rise. White rice and pasta are examples of foods with refined flour that can raise blood sugar levels and trigger the release of inflammatory chemicals in the body. These substances, often referred to as cytokines, can exacerbate arthritic symptoms. When consumed in excess, these foods can also cause weight gain. Joints are strained as a result. 2. Certain vegetables. Tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, eggplants, and peppers can all make arthritis pain worse. This is due to the fact that the vegetable solanine, which is present in them, can induce adverse physiological responses in patients with arthritis. 3. Wheat and gluten. Even if you are not gluten or wheat sensitive, these two items can cause inflammation. Joint discomfort has been connected to a leaky gut, which is now a recognized medical term. Toxins can enter the circulation through a leaky gut, which can cause inflammation around the joints. Due to the inflammation that arthritis creates in the joints, it can be quite painful and result in swollen and stiff joints. This may have an effect on how well a person lives. The Arthritis Foundation claims that gluten might make arthritis symptoms worse. Some persons with arthritis may discover that consuming gluten makes their symptoms worse. For this reason, medical professionals advise that people with arthritis consume a diet that is low in fat, salt, and carbohydrates. Inflamed joints may get some relief from this. If you consume many foods containing gluten and wheat, you might want to try cutting such foods out of your diet to see if your symptoms improve. 4. Tobacco and alcohol. Rheumatoid arthritis is a particular kind of arthritis that has been associated with alcohol and cigarette use. The use of alcohol and tobacco products can result in a wide range of health issues, including inflammation. Smokers are more likely to acquire rheumatoid arthritis, and drinking alcohol can make someone more likely to have gout. Decrease your drinking and smoking instead, and choose healthy options like getting enough rest and exercising. 5. Refined carbohydrates. Because they have a high glycemic index, white flour goods like bread, potatoes, and most cereals can inflame the body. Furthermore, processed carbohydrates could make you fat. One of the main risk factors for arthritis is obesity. 6. Dairy. Casein is a kind of protein that digests slowly and is present in almost all dairy products. The tissues around joints may get irritated by casein protein. A full-blown inflammation will then develop from joint discomfort. 7. Corn oil. Since any diet containing exceptionally high levels of omega-6 fatty acids has the potential to promote inflammation, corn oil should be avoided. Inflammation can result from consuming too much oil, including grapeseed, sunflower, or canola. Since so many foods contain this substance, it is simple to consume too many omega-6 fatty acids. Watch for some even more unexpected items that people with arthritis should stay away from. 8. Processed and fried foods. The reason why eating less fried and processed food might remove or lessen inflammation and the ensuing joint discomfort should be quite obvious. Regardless of age or health situation, studies have shown that cutting back on fried and highly processed meals can reduce inflammation and assist in restoring the body's natural defenses. Reduce the amount of fried and processed food you consume if you have a tendency to do so. Try to cut out prepared freezer dinners and fried meats from your diet and replace them with more fruits and vegetables. Additionally, be sure to hydrate yourself by consuming a lot of water. 9. Foods that have been fried, grilled, heated, or pasteurized. Many fried, grilled, cooked, or pasteurized meals include an advanced glycation end product, or age, a hazardous consequence. It could lead to inflammation. Consuming certain aged foods triggers an autoimmune reaction because the body perceives some proteins as being under assault. The subsequent rise in inflammation leads to the development of arthritic symptoms. 10. Smoking. Rheumatoid arthritis symptoms are significantly influenced by smoking. Severe rheumatoid arthritis is substantially more likely to occur among smokers who have smoked for over 20 years. Additionally, smoking might reduce the efficacy of several rheumatoid arthritis medications. Smoking may also have an impact on how well the immune system functions, according to scientists. Fortunately, smoking is a totally avoidable environmental risk factor. You should think about giving up smoking if you have arthritis. Speak with your doctor right away if you need assistance stopping. Fish and other meals high in omega-3 fatty acids are some of the foods to frequently eat to minimize inflammation. Mackerel, salmon, tuna, and herring are a few of these. A nutritious diet that includes foods like cherries, broccoli, green tea, edamame, tofu, and soybeans can help to decrease inflammation. Refined grains are favored over whole grains. So it is advised to eat carbohydrates like oatmeal or brown rice. Additionally, beans like kidney, pinto, or red beans are suggested. Finally, omega-3 rich foods and oils like avocado, walnuts, and virgin oil may and should be frequently ingested. A complicated condition, arthritis can take over 100 distinct forms. Although arthritis is frequently thought of as an older person's disease, it does not only affect the elderly. Even adults and teens are susceptible to arthritis. In general, it is described as painful joint inflammation and stiffness. Numerous daily tasks, like driving a car, dressing oneself, and brushing one's teeth, can be made more difficult by severe arthritis. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most painful, 1 out of every 4 patients rates their level of pain as 7 or higher. However, although certain meals can lessen and considerably reduce inflammation, others can actually increase it. Knowing what meals can induce inflammation and what foods won't or can lessen inflammation is crucial, even if you do not have arthritis. There are several food kinds that can function better, or worse, for your body. Even if there isn't a single meal that can objectively lower inflammation for everyone. Consult your doctor right away if you have arthritis and suspect that some of the foods you consume are making it worse. About the several lifestyle modifications you may do to aid with symptom relief. It would be beneficial if you also discuss any dietary modifications with your doctor that could reduce your discomfort. Your doctor will review your medical history and talk with you about your alternatives. Consult your doctor first to make sure you are making the best choice for your health and well-being. If you notice any changes in your symptoms or are thinking about cutting out particular foods from your diet, consider reducing your dairy intake, for instance. If you consume a lot of dairies and discover that you have severe discomfort or inflammation, this is due to the fact that the protein present in some meals, such as dairy products, can aggravate arthritic pain. The tissue lining a person's joints might get irritated by the protein included in various dairy products. Alcohol is another example of a meal or beverage that can be impacting your arthritis symptoms. Increased alcohol consumption might also increase the risk of developing gout, which can worsen any existing inflammation in and surrounding bones and joints. Your mental and physical health will benefit from eating a nutrient-rich diet that includes fruits and vegetables. Exercise should also be a part of your daily routine because it may enhance your general health and perhaps lessen certain arthritis symptoms. It may be time to start making some lifestyle adjustments if you smoke, drink, and do not regularly exercise, especially if you are older or already have arthritis. Simple changes like dietary tweaks and an increase in activity level can help reduce arthritis-related symptoms. Speak to your doctor right away if you need assistance quitting smoking or guidance on the kinds of foods you should, and shouldn't, be consuming if you have arthritis. What other foods do you eat that tend to worsen the symptoms of your arthritis? Let us know in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing secrets and tips. Before you go, we have handpicked a video you love watching. Click to watch. See you in our next video.